This is kind of the mansion that you never grew up in. And I just knew in my heart of hearts that I was supposed to have this. The younger generations love their older people. And this gives it an opportunity so that they can actually be in a place together and really enjoy each other. This is not about the Lisa Cini show or the Mosaic show or senior living show. This is about how do we help people age and move everyone from fear to freedom.
It's awkward to talk about. Even me recording this, I'm a little concerned about it because, oh, he believes in ghosts. It always felt like something was watching or following you. And I swear to God, you could hear like an extra creak up the steps when you're coming up it.
It's one thing if like you feel tension in your body when you're sleeping and you hear knocking stuff and then you get up and there's nothing there. But when a room literally like felt like it was bleeding, except for it was water. This room is literally dripping.
I could hear footsteps coming up to our bedroom door and stop at our door. I knew nobody was out there. At that point, I'm like, this place is haunted. We need to do something about this house.
This is Kim White, who is a Ghostbuster and also a friend of mine. And I lived in this house for 6 months. And me and my family experienced a lot of things and knew that we couldn't have other people here until we had it cleared.
So basically I go into old buildings like this and remove any spirits that may be left over from the past, or someone had bought here, or people who've passed away in the building, died, murdered, suicide. It just depends on each situation. And come in and clear it up so that when people are staying here, especially when they're sleeping overnight, they feel like they have a beautiful night's sleep, there's no stress, they're not worried about it.
When we were living in the house for 6 months before we started the renovation, there was definitely stuff in the house, really bad stuff, bad mojo. I would have like gas company guys that would come down and go in the basement and they'd say, I'm out of here. Like, you know, nope, there's something weird. In the upper back bedroom by the ballroom, we had hosted Christmas and New Year's. My husband had went upstairs for something and that back room just slammed shut on him, the door.
We're just breaking down the energy so that we can clear it all out, mystery out of the place.
Okay.
And stuff. And it'll make the renovation a lot easier. When there's not so much energy like just pushing through like molasses. So it'll be nice and clear.
So were we nuts when we lived here for 6 months thinking that there was stuff going on?
I wouldn't live here.
I've never been like, oh, I believe in ghosts type thing until I moved in this house and started having these experiences. Seeing things like out of the corner of my eye, especially when I would be down in the basement. And you sort of think in the beginning that, oh, it's just, you know, maybe a car driving by and a light flashing or whatever. But once you've seen it so many times, you're thinking, there's definitely something here.
Oh, shit.
Scare yourself again?
There's something in there.
There is something in there?
Because he got me, yeah. Oh, all right, I need a break. Yeah.
Lisa had done a little research on the house and it found out that they had held a couple funerals in that front entryway.
My husband slept with a Bible in his chest every single night. We lived there. We had one incident in the upper back bedroom by the ballroom. He's like, this is not a good space at all. There's bad mojo here, and worked on it, wouldn't even let us come in.
You guys don't come in here, alright? Not for this one. You know what? Go back into that room.
All door and everything?
No, just go back in that room.
Okay.
There's something here. You probably want to jump on one of you guys.
Going into that third bedroom, he said that there is a real evil force or something in that room.
So the reason you would see guys on the stairs
Yeah.
is because there was a portal here, like a gateway, a doorway. It was like going for a long distance, so they were just walking in and out.
So there was
Like a
like just
doorway.
people like walking around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because anytime anybody was like, I'd do a Zoom call or whatever, and I'd be walking around or showing, they're like, there's somebody behind you. And then I would see people out of the back of my eye when I would be in the ballroom or anything like that. And I didn't like being in this room at all.
Yeah. And that's why, it's because there was this doorway.
And I don't know if this is all just mumbo jumbo or real. I think I was right in feeling that that room was not right.
The blueprints, it shows exactly the W in the center.
Okay, Lisa, come on back in and see how this room feels. See if you notice a difference.
Okay, that is totally trippy. This room was so mildewed, it wasn't even funny. Like, it would cause my asthma to go crazy. I can't, and now there's absolutely nothing.
I'm no longer, I don't feel as intimidated by this house now because it has been cleansed. I think that having Kim here, that he's changed the whole atmosphere. It does feel cleansed.
There was definitely stuff in the house, really bad stuff. Bad mojo. And Kim White, he was there walking through every room and praying over it and saging it and then realigning the house. And when we got done, the house felt great.
They did have it, people come in and got rid of the ghosts. They had one of those, or whatever, what do you call that?
Cleansing.
Cleansing. They had it cleansed, so we're okay now. I might even spend a night here myself. I doubt it.
My father is in his early 80s, so he just retired this year. And so I've been having him come over, and this is from one of the windows, and then I had him polish it up, and it is solid brass. And now he's got to do all of them.
I think when she gets it done, we ought to get remarried and come down those steps.
Now, Lisa's not crazy, but she is.
When she first purchased the place, I thought she was a little crazy. But now that I see the vision and see it coming together, I feel in my heart that this is going to be a huge success. And this is my wife's business. This is something she's pursuing. I support her 100% in it, but I'm absolutely emphatically not involved in putting this together and making this successful. This is all on her, and I'm proud of what she's doing.
And what is the end mission? The end mission is, how do we open this as quick as possible and get families to stay here so they can engage in technology that helps them age without any fear. And the quicker that we do that, and almost every person that we meet on this, they're taking care of their mom, or their dad has just been in a home and they haven't been able to see him for 6 months because of COVID. You know, it's important. It's really important stuff.
It's a really big undertaking. So you buy the house and then you think, oh, I'm just gonna like redo this bathroom. And then you find out you have 13 inches of concrete and all the plumbing's gone. And it's, $40,000 in. which it should have been 10,000 in to redo the bathroom. But when I started doing the work and I started really imagining it, the exterior of a home, the landscaping, how you address a home when you come up is part of how you experience the inside. So, and great restaurants and resorts know this, right? The drive coming up and the drama of the lighting. And when I would pull up every day, I was like disappointed. And I'm like, you know, I'm gonna do all this stuff and still think it's ugly on the outside. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's pretty. So I decided I was gonna paint it white. And I get a phone call from my attorney and he said, they're protesting the building. And they've asked that it be shut down. They've called the city and you need to get all the construction workers out of here and shut it down.